The military taught me that discipline is what gets the job done. And that became a core part of who I am even after getting out of the military. But in this video, I'm going to share with you how that same discipline became the thing that was causing me to procrastinate and the science-backed solution that finally fixed it. In a military environment, discipline is absolutely essential to mission accomplishment and making sure you're prepared for a combat situation. You follow the rules, you hold the standard, and you execute, period. There's no room for I don't feel like it or I'm not going to work today. But here's what I discovered. This presented a massive problem for me in my new life outside the military. I had all the traits to accomplish that military mission, but I was failing at this new mission, building a life of learning, growth, and purpose on my own terms. I've been focusing on self-education and exploring my own curiosity, but I put massive amounts of pressure on myself to get books read and to study new topics perfectly. I've applied all the productivity advice, journaling every morning, keeping a spotless workspace, cold exposure, the whole 9 yards. And you know what happened? I'd be good at those things for a little while, but then I'd fall off for a bit, and it would take time to come back to it. But here's the crazy part. I was still getting my important work done, and I was still making progress towards my goals. But I felt guilty because I thought I wasn't doing it the right way. This week alone, I'm behind on reading the book I've been trying to read, but I'm still showing up for work, still creating content, and still moving forward. Yet that military trained part of my brain keeps telling me I'm falling behind or I'm failing. Cognitive science shows that when you put too much pressure on yourself to learn perfectly, you're actually working against your brain. And research shows that excessive rigidity kills what psychologists call autonomous motivation, your brain's natural drive to learn and grow. You start learning because you have to, not because you want to. The military gave me that all or nothing mentality that's essential in high stress, life or death environments. But in my experience, that mentality isn't nearly as effective outside the military for long-term goals like self-education or personal growth. I realized something important. Even when I was slacking off on some of my productivity habits, I was still moving closer to my goals, still reading, still learning, still creating. But other times I would slack off and genuinely wouldn't move at all. I was just scrolling, avoiding, and procrastinating. The way I think about it now is I imagine a marble on a plate. On one side is rigid discipline, on the other is complete laziness. And the marble represents your goal, learning, growing, becoming the person you want to be. And if you lean too far towards rigid discipline, the marble rolls off the side and you lose sight of your goal. You burn out, you rebel against your own system, and you procrastinate. If you lean too far towards laziness, the marble rolls off the other side and you're not making any progress at all. But here's the key insight. It's completely normal for the marble to roll back and forth. In fact, research on psychological flexibility shows that this movement isn't just normal, it's essential for creativity and long-term success. Studies on self-compassion prove that people who give themselves grace when they're imperfect actually devote more time to self-development and stay more motivated over the long run. The perfectionist approach backfires every single time. So the next time you find yourself worrying about whether you're following all the productivity rules perfectly, ask yourself, am I leaning too hard to one side? If you're still getting your important work done, if you're still making progress towards what actually matters, give yourself some grace. You're human. The marble's supposed to move. But if you notice you're leaning too hard on the discipline side and you're starting to feel burned out or rebellious, it's time to rest and chill out for a bit. Your brain needs that recovery. And if you're leaning too far toward the lazy side, if you're honest with yourself and you're not making any real progress, then it's time to get back on the horse and get moving again. The goal isn't to keep the marble perfectly still in the center. That's impossible and exhausting. The goal is to keep it on the plate while letting it find its natural balance. I hope this was helpful for you. If you're someone who struggles with that all or nothing mentality like I do, remember progress isn't about perfection. It's about staying on the plate. And if you want more videos like this, drop a like on this video because it helps with the algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe. Keep learning, keep growing, keep going, and I'll see you in the next video.